moment which came later, and which I must add, could not have even been imagined by any of us at the university at that time. The third area of special note was the deliberate action that the chapter took to develop a code of conduct for members during pledge period, which was designed to eliminate all aspects of the traditional public humiliation of pledges seeking to become members of the fraternity. I distinctly remember an incident in which a brother, I'm tempted to call his name, was formally charged with violating this code and was adjudged guilty by the chapter and subsequently barred from further participation in all chapter activities. When the guilty brother protested the decision made by the chapter, he did a little demonstrating in the chapter house, whereupon Brother Hank Warfield, Henry Warfield, who served then as vice provost, grabbed him by the neck, took him to the front door of 719 South Washington, and threw him to the sidewalk. Now, some of you may think that that was not a very brotherly deed, but that's beside the point. I might say that this particular brother left the university, and a few years later, after I left the university to begin my career at Howard University, he was one of the first people I saw walking across the campus at Howard. And I said, "How you doing, Donald?" I won't give you the last name. And he told me that he had enrolled in Howard. But I think the moment he saw that I was there as an administrator, that he figured that he should leave Howard too. And he subsequently did. But I understand he is a successful writer and doing quite well now in the St. Louis area. You see, it was our desire to project a positive image of fraternity life as opposed to one which encouraged the dehumanization of prospective members. The last and perhaps most important of the special efforts launched by the brothers revolved around the decision to place Gamma Upsilon, Kappa Alpha Psi, at the top of the quarterly report which ranked the academic performance of all 10 fraternities on the campus. In pursuit of this goal, many of the brothers would make side bets among themselves as to who would achieve the highest GPA in a given semester or quarter. The prize was a trophy, you know, that's what the fraternity council passed around. The trophy stood 5 feet high, and it was to be the winners could maintain the trophy or keep it in their possession for as long as they had the highest average. And the trophy could be retired only upon a successive winning of that honor on 3 consecutive quarters. I'm pleased to report to those brothers who may not be aware of that Gamma Upsilon achieved the high honor of retiring 3 such trophies in succession. In fact, the 1957 obelisk or yearbook comments about all the trophies which adorn the living room of our house at 719 South Washington. I could go on speaking to you about the Cavaliers, exploits in athletics and intramurals, the offices held in student government, the residence hall, the Inter-Greek Council, the Interfraternity Council, Greek Week, Homecoming, Spring Festival, in the Council on Racial Equality. But the important thing is that through all of this, in addition to the purpose of achieving, we developed a pattern which made certain that any brother who broke through in the leadership ranks had to make certain that there were other brothers right behind who could succeed as he moved on. We didn't let that brother, we didn't close the door. We opened the door in every possible way. While time does not permit a recitation of all of the wonderful memories of yesterday, tonight we celebrate the vision and the legacy of our founders and their worthy successors. And to the Almighty, we give the glory. To our founders, we give the honor. And to our heirs, or their heirs, we give both a legacy and a challenge, which summons each of us to strive to create a Gamma Upsilon future, even more glorious than the Gamma Upsilon of the past. I now ask each of you to stand and join me in a toast to all brothers, past and present, who have been part of the Gamma Upsilon story and legacy. Here's the Gamma Upsilon. Here's the Gamma Upsilon. Here, here. Here, here. Thank you very much.
Good evening, brothers. Can we give it up for Brother Carl Anderson one more time? Brother Anderson, on behalf of the Gamma Upsilon chapter, I'd like to present you with this plaque that reads, Gamma Upsilon chapter, Kappa Alpha Psi. Certificate of Achievement is hereby granted to Brother Carl Anderson for outstanding dedication and lasting contributions in all fields of human endeavor, awarded July 16, 2010. Also, brothers, while we're in the awards moment, we'd like to once again thank all of the brothers that had the privilege, I like to call, of being a part of the Gamma Upsilon chapter, or as we say, the mighty Gamma Upsilon chapter. To some of our revered charter founders. So on behalf of the Gamma Upsilon chapter of 60 years, I'd like to present a plaque that reads, Gamma Upsilon chapter, Kappa Alpha Psi, certificate of appreciation is hereby granted to Brother Emmanuel Duncan for relentless commitment and dedication to the mighty Gamma Upsilon chapter, awarded July 16, 2010. Like we mentioned earlier, we were very fortunate today to have the opportunity to do this. So I have one that reads, Gamma Upsilon chapter, Kappa Alpha Psi, certificate of appreciation is here granted to Brother Robert French for relentless commitment and dedication to the mighty Gamma Upsilon chapter, awarded July 16, 2010.